Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 and welcome to my new green screen. The background is kind of temporary. I'm not quite sure what to have in the background. I've just found a little bit of a looping graphic. So yeah, I thought I'd go with that for the moment. Yeah, basically, I've found my green screen and I thought, let's give it a go. Let's set it up, see if it works. It seems to be alright and hopefully it will stop the horrible mess that happens when the sun comes through as well. Anyway, we're here for Football Manager, not for me to chat about my green screen. And look, because it's a green screen, I'm not in a box. Well, I am. I am in a box, but not in a real box. Anyway, you can see everything that's going on. Since the last episode, we've obviously played one more match, and we can't score a goal. We have not scored a goal in 4 matches now. We've only lost 2 of those matches, but not scoring against Atalanta, Perugia, and Spal is a big problem, particularly as we're playing Roma, Juve and AC Milan all in a row. We're going to lose 3 in a row. I can see it happening right now. And without further ado, we're going to jump into the first match of the episode. Roma, who have dropped down to 2nd place. We have dropped down to 4th place because of all of our draws and our inability to score goals, but we are still in the hunt. If we can beat Roma, we will move ahead of Roma. Inter Milan, we probably won't move ahead of unless they lose against Cagliari, which is highly unlikely. So the starting lineup then for the Roma game is going to be Livakovic in goal, Muru, Sturgeon, Foyth and Di Lorenzo as that back four. Luka Modric, Facino and Bazua will be the central midfield. Gabbiadini, Kolev and Irabaran will be our strikers. Kolev's grown a beard. He's grown a grey beard. I don't know if you can see that. It's a bold move for an 18-year-old. I'm not quite sure what's going on with our pitch. Is it snowing? Is that a thing that's happening? We've got blue lines and weird damp patches. I think that might actually be taking place. We have had some injury problems. We've only had, in one match, we had 2 central defenders to choose from. Early highlight for Roma and the ball goes over the bar. Yeah, we've been struggling with defensive issues. We've missed out on Foyth. He's currently on, Vallejo's currently on the bench after picking up an injury. We've had to play, Tonelli was on the bench and actually came off the bench for a match not too long ago as well. So yeah, we are struggling defensively and attacking wise. So maybe if we don't score a goal in this game, we change it up for the Juve match. Foyth has the ball. 18.5 minutes on the clock. Manolo, Gabbiadini to Rashedli Bazua. Now Kolev with his grey beard gets around his man, but it's a great actual recovering tackle. Kolev goes for a long range effort and blasts it into the bottom corner. What was that for a celebration, Georgie Kolev? That grey beard has given you some wonderful charisma. I don't know what it's given you, but that was a weird celebration. Do we get to see his weird cartwheel thing again? I know it's going to be in full speed. We didn't. He didn't even do it that time. We've moved up to 2nd place if everything stays this way. Muru to Irabaran with the ball. Edge of the area, crosses in back post is going to be Manolo Gabbiadini, but obviously does not get that. Alphonso Davies can run forward with the ball. The Canadian down the left-hand side. Number 3. It's a weird selection for a winger. He's gone all the way into the penalty area. Aaron Ramsey's there. Zanolio's there. Sturgeon can clear the ball upfield. Irabaran not paying enough attention to bother to try and get that. And possibly Roma can come forward once again. Davies is just about going to keep that in play. Back to Miranda. Crosses in. Schick facing away from goal. Zanolio's got some space. And Nicolo Zanolio waffles it into the back of the net. It's 1-1. Wasn't the best defending, I think, from us there. Was not the best defending. Well, if we can keep it at 1-1, maybe even if we can nick ourselves not a winner, but a goal to take the lead, that would be great before half-time. Otherwise, it's alright, I guess. It's a reasonable result. We've got ourselves a corner. Modric takes it. 3 minutes to play of the first half, and Gonzalo Irabaran makes it 2-1. We've scored a goal from a corner. I don't think I've seen us score one from a corner for about 2 years, maybe. Irabaran with the goal puts us back in front. We go back into 2nd place. 4 matches without scoring a goal, and now we've scored 2 in the first half, and potentially a third might be on the cards. Gabbiadini has it over the top to Irabaran. He's 1-on-1 with the keeper. He has to make it 3. Paul Lopez does a great save, conceding the corner but saving the goal. It's going to be Modric for the corner on the right-hand side. Are we going to do the same thing again? It's Gabbiadini. It's not Gabbiadini. It's Gabbiadini now, apparently. Who was that then? I mean, that's a clothesline, which is going completely unpunished. Fair enough. We're 2-1 up against Roma at half-time. Muru's not having a great game, but we've scored twice, which is good. I'm going to calmly say, I'm happy, keep it up. And then I'm going to say to you, passionately, you weren't that bad, I've got faith. And hopefully that's all. I mean, we'll do the same for you as well. Passionately, you can still improve. Obviously no changes for us at half time. Mancini has the ball in the centre circle. Literally 3 minutes into the second half, and Rashedli Bazua has nicked the ball away. Iribarren needs to put his boots down and get in the middle of the pitch. It's across Gabbiadini, edge of the area. It's a wicked deflection, and possibly Roma can now break. He's got one option in front. Zanolio keeps going round to the right-hand side. He goes for goal himself, the greedy bugger. He hits it wide of the post. It's still 2-1. Pellegrini with a free kick. Curling effort. Doesn't go anywhere near the goal. Not really sure why that was even a highlight. Vecino has just stopped doing stuff. I don't know why he stopped doing stuff. We're going to do Anderson Andre coming on. I will always call him Anderson Andre, even though his name is Andre Anderson. Also, one thing I've started to do is Parazanovic, training him up as a defender. Because he's actually alright as a defender to begin with. If we then go defend, as a ball-playing defender, he's got everything he needs. Absolutely everything he needs. So Parazanovic might suddenly become a central defender, which is a very versatile footballer. Throw on the right, Di Lorenzo to Andre. Back to Di Lorenzo. No, Kolev's there instead. Pellegrini's not going to get the header. Instead, Rashedli Bazua. Modric forward. It finds Di Lorenzo, which is a great ball for Modric. But what do you expect when you've got a former World Player of the Year? It's Foyth with the ball, playing as a central defender. Not played as a centre-back for most of the season. And he's passed it straight to Aaron Ramsey. Ramsey has to go backwards to Pellegrini in the centre circle. Do we think about trying to possibly shut up shop? I'm not sure why we've just left that winger completely unmarked. Luckily, Roma didn't do anything about it. Wendell to Ramsey. We just want to nick the ball away. Otherwise, I can see a goal here. Florenzi crosses the ball in. Schick on the header. It's over the bar. We got a bit lucky there. Muru is still struggling. He's gone up to a 6.6, but he's still not doing particularly well. I'm thinking we might do ourselves a substitution of 3 about now. I kind of want to bring Parazanovic on as a centre-back, but I know he's not a centre-back. We're going to do Dodo on. Dodo, by the way, it's not great anymore. He's 31 years old. I'm trying to sell him. Nobody wants to buy him. So, yeah, Dodo's going to get a very rare opportunity to play. I might also do Kolev off for Al-Sharawi. There we go. That's punishment for growing a stupid grey beard. 12.5 minutes of normal time to play. Roma cross the ball in. Livakovic comes out, claims the ball. That could not be the whole highlight. So the Croatian in goal for Sampdoria rolls it behind him to the Swiss Sturgeon. Dodo on the left. Hasn't played a lot of football because, like I said, he's not that good until he does balls like that. Mancini back to the keeper. Iribarren's nicked the ball away. We are 3-1 up against Roma. We are going to go into second place in the table. If you told me before I started recording this episode you'd win against Roma 3-1, I think you were lying. I was expecting probably a 2-0 defeat here. The fact that we've scored goals is a bonus. The fact that we're winning is even better. We're going to go up to second place in the table. Unfortunately, looks like Lazio are winning as well. Final few minutes. We're just going to go defensive. It's not going to do a lot because nothing's going to happen. Inter Milan have lost 2-0 to Cagliari as well. We've beaten Roma 3-1. Inter Milan lose 2-0 to Cagliari. We go into second place on our own merits here. Pretty much everything went our way. Obviously, we beat Roma. Juve drew 1-1 with Perugia. Inter Milan, where are they? I know they lost. They lost 2-0 to Cagliari. And Carol Lanetti, of all players, scores, I'm pretty sure that's his first goal. It is his first goal for Cagliari to give them the victory. So we are, 4 points behind Lazio, joint on points with Roma, but we have now beaten them. So they literally cannot go ahead of us. They cannot go ahead of us in the league if we finish on the same points. I think we've also beaten Juve, haven't we? We have beaten... Oh, I should look at that one, haven't we? Have we beaten Juve or did we draw? We did beat Juve, there we go. So, even if Juventus go on to the same amount of points as us, if we don't lose the return fixture, they will not go ahead of us. Let's go to Inter Milan. Inter Milan also... No, that's Juve. Inter Milan... Okay, Inter Milan didn't lose to us, but we drew. So as long as we don't lose that one as well, this is... It's actually... We're doing all right. We're actually doing pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do next match is going to be AC Milan, because we've got some very difficult matches. I might even do the Juve game, you know? I might do the Juve game and then do a little AC Milan highlight, and then next episode will be the Europa League match. So there's a lot potentially happening in the space of a couple of weeks. We're almost at the Juventus game, but I completely forgot that the Europa League second knockout round draw is about to take place. So, because we won our group, we go straight into the second round. Looking at the teams that we could possibly play against, there's some very big teams. We will avoid Roma. I know for a fact we can't play Italian side, so we won't be getting Roma. But everyone else in there, I just realised you can't actually see. Hold on. There you go. So everybody in this list we were able to play apart from Roma. Now, I want to avoid Arsenal, Manchester United. I probably want to avoid Porto, Salzburg, Benfica, Zenit maybe, Shakhtar maybe, Bruges. Yes, I'll be okay with that. The two French sides, I'm not really a fan of that either. Krasnodar, Trabzonspor. I mean, Rapid Vienna's the one we're after, isn't it? But I don't know whether that is possible. Arsenal have Trabzonspor, Porto, Zenit, Manchester United, Shakhtar. Here we go. This is us. This is us. It's not, it's Roma. It's the other Italian side. Bruges, Benfica, Bilbao versus Krasnodar. So we are great. We are playing one of the French sides. We have to play one of the French side because we can't play Salzburg because it means Marseille will have to play Monaco, which they can't do. So we are playing one of these two, and it is Monaco. Are Monaco any good? I imagine they probably are. How are they doing in the Europa League? Oh, we've also got Ligue 1 on as well. Although I don't think we've actually... We do have the league on. Okay. I think it might be view only. So they score goals for fun. They very rarely concede. And they've even beaten PSG recently. Cool. Cool. So, next episode then. Be at least a Monaco game. Match number 2 then of the episode, up against Juventus, a team that we have beaten once so far this season. We beat them at 1-0 very early on. However, they usually beat us or we draw. So I'm not massively confident on this. However, the victory against Roma just a minute ago means that I'm a little bit more confident than perhaps I normally would be. And we are sticking with the same starting 11 that managed to beat Roma just a few minutes ago. So it's Livakovic, Muru, Sturgeon, Foyth, Di Lorenzo, Modric, Vecino, Bazua, Kolev, Gabbiadini and Irabaran. Bernardeschi is playing for them. Bernardeschi is actually playing for them. So after his 14 assists he got for us last season, he's now returned back to Juve, getting reasonable amount of games. Not really performing as well as he was for us though. I'll take a draw. I will take a draw. I think that's what we've got to go for. They're playing Dele Alli as a striker. Ronaldo is still there. He's 38 years of age and out of contract at the end of the season. I've tried to get him. We're 1-0 down. 11 minutes on the clock. Nicola Moro with the goal. Yeah, this is kind of how I was expecting this match to end up. Bernardeschi with a free kick on the left. It's De Ligt. It's Moro once again. I'm pretty sure he has to be offside. He has to be offside, right? Well, it's not started well, has it? We're on 25 or so minutes. We've got another highlight. It's also Juve with the ball. Moro, who's now on a hat-trick, plays it forward. Ronaldo goes for a headed effort from a very long way away. It's over the bar. Livakovic with the goal kick for us. Gabbiadini does control the ball, actually. I'm surprised by that. Across to the youngster Georgi Kolev, the wonder kid from Bulgaria. Signed from Septembri Sofia, if I'm not mistaken. Has the ball again. Crosses in. Back post is Manolo Gabbiadini. And his effort is just over the bar. Still 2-0 to Juve. Lazio are winning again. What are Lazio on? What are they doing? What are they drinking? They're doing something. Because they are not only just dominating everybody... They are doing it by a country mile. They are... Where are they? Who are they playing? They're beating Torino 1-0. How are they doing so well at the moment? We're obviously 2-0 down at half-time. You're getting an angry shout because you weren't very good. Irabaran is on a 6.4. That's how not very good we're doing. We do have a highlight straight from kickoff, which is not necessarily a bad thing until... They nick the ball away. Gabbiadini heads back to Di Lorenzo. He's gone for a long ball upfield. Irabaran into the penalty area. He's gone for a strange effort. Szczesny makes a save. We win ourselves a corner. Just 30 seconds on the clock. We've moved up to second place. How? Modric's corner comes in. Back post is Di Lorenzo. Isn't going to manage to get there. Kolev needs to get there first. How are we second? What's going on here? And now we've moved down to fourth. I don't understand what's happening with this league table. Muru with a throw. We are looking pretty good in the second half, but as of yet, haven't had a decent enough chance that we can really consider ourselves doing all right. It's not even a good ball, is it, from Modric? And now Bernardeschi on the right-hand side. Muru's going to get there first. Can play it all the way back to Livakovic, who's gone for a very strange pass to Muru. We've managed to keep the ball, though. Kolev back to Modric. What's the Croatian going to do? Across to Sergiu. Get the ball upfield. That's what we need. Bazoa to Vecino, who I don't know whether we need to look at replacing Vecino. What a ball that is. Iribarren in on goal, has to put it in the back of the net. And Gonzalo, Iribarren gets his 15th goal of the season. And of course it was Luka Modric with that ridiculously good ball. We are still in this game. We've still got plenty of time to actually nick ourselves an equaliser and possibly even get ourselves a winner. Gabbiadini's going to be coming off. Marius Wolf will be coming on. He's been out injured for the last couple of games. He was slightly injured for the last match. Didn't really want to risk him, so Wolf is returning to the... I was going to say starting. I always say starting 11. To the 11 players on the pitch. There you go. Final 10 minutes. We need to get something going. 5 minutes, actually. Literally just flying through this second half. Very little going on other than the goal that we've scored. We've got a highlight. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. We are putting loads of pressure on Szczesny, but he managed to clear the ball upfield. Dele Alli can run with it. Across on the left is Patrick Agyemang. Patrick? Pierre-Emerick. Who's Patrick Agyemang? Who is he? Pellegrini on the left-hand side. Number 3 to Adrian Rabiot. Crosses the ball in. Kulusevski's going to collect it. If we can nick that away, would be great. Desciglio into the area. Kulusevski once again. This is just one little nick away and we can have the ball. Instead, Dele Alli's in the area. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang makes it 3-1 to Juve. And this is... It's not ideal, is it? It's really not ideal. I really want to find out who Patrick Agyemang is. Because I think he's like a really old footballer from like the mid-90s. I'm going to have to Google this. He is from the mid-90s. Played for Preston, Wimbledon and QPR by looks of it. Anyway, we've lost 3-1 against Juve. Not the best performance. Let's give them an assertive, I'm not happy. There we go. People seem fired up. Wolf, by the way, is just doing awful at the moment. He's not getting any good ratings, and it's a concern for me. Well, the full-time score then means we drop down to 4th place once again. Juve go ahead of us because they've scored more goals against us than we did against them, I think is how it works. We beat them 1-0, they beat us 3-1. I think if we beat them... if they beat us 2-1, we would go ahead of them or something strange like that. I'm not quite sure how it works. Roma drawing 1-1 with Spal means that they go 1 point ahead of us. Lazio are just continually winning, aren't they? 1-0 against Torino puts them top of the table now by 6 points. I'm going to go forward to the other side of the AC Milan game as well, just so we can kind of see and round off this 3 very difficult fixtures all in one episode. In fact, what I might do is you might see some goal highlights. So the starting lineup for the AC Milan game, you can see it there on screen. It's pretty much our standard starting 11. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you any goals that take place and obviously stop it at half-time and full-time, assuming anything does happen. Well, in the first half, not a lot did happen. We have been the better side. We've had a couple of chances we probably should have scored, but unfortunately, it's still 0-0. I'm not going to lie, I'm glad I didn't show you this match on camera. It's been pretty dull. 3 highlights for the entire match. The entire recording session for this match isn't even at 3 minutes yet. So we're going to stick with this highlight just to see if something comes of it. Rodriguez on the left-hand side, back to Gomez. Gomez runs forward. This is the first chance that AC Milan have had all game. Hits it wide of the post. It's going to be 0-0. Like I said, very glad I didn't show you this match fully on camera because it wasn't very good at all. But it's a point. It's still a point against a very good AC Milan side. Let's go forward, have a look at the league table. There you see it then. We are up into 3rd place. I'm not quite sure how we've moved up into 3rd. I'm guessing Roma. Where are Roma? Did they even play? Roma didn't look like they played. Yes, they did. They lost to Juve, which means Juve move up into 2nd place. Inter Milan were playing Lazio. Lazio win 4-2. What is happening at Lazio? Although, to be fair, since the start of the game, they've been pretty decent, haven't they? I just haven't noticed it. This season could be the season where they actually win the league. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we are going to have the Monaco game and possibly, maybe Benevento? Possibly something along those lines. Basically, we're getting towards that point now. I don't think we've got many difficult matches either coming up. We've got the big one there against Lazio, which has to be in an episode, and Inter Milan, so that's probably not the next episode, the one after. So yeah, we'll do Monaco and Fiorentina or Benevento, something like that. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Sampdoria. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you are new here and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with more Football Manager with Sampdoria.